2-year-old DeOrr Kunz Jr. from Idaho Falls disappeared on July 10th, 2015, while visiting Timber Creek Campground, 10 miles from Leodora, east of Challis, Idaho, with his parents Jessica Mitchell and Vernal DeOrr Kunz Sr. He has never been found, and though a private investigator has pointed fingers at DeOrr's parents, no one has ever been arrested in association with this disappearance. Welcome to the Crafty Cryptid, a channel dedicated to the dark, the strange, and the mysterious. Thanks for tuning in to Spooky Week, 7 days of chilling videos to get you in the mood for Halloween. If you enjoy this content, subscribe. I post multiple times a week. In today's video, we will look at the disappearance of baby DeOrr Jr. At the end of the video, I will show you an age progression, so that anyone out there that sees it might be aware of what DeOrr Jr. would look like today. If you have any information about this case, please contact the Center for Missing and Exploited Children at 1-800-THE-LOST. On a family fishing trip at Timber Creek Campground, Jessica Mitchell, her fiancé Vernal DeOrr Kunz Sr., Jessica's grandfather Bob Walton, and Walton's friend Isaac Reinwand were planning to spend a few days relaxing out in the wilderness. Unfortunately, their camping trip would end in tragedy when, on the second day of camping, Jessica and Vernal's 2-year-old son, DeOrr Jr., would suddenly go missing. The group had split up during the day. Jessica and Vernal had gone down to the creek to fish, while Bob Walton, baby DeOrr's great-grandfather, stayed behind in the camp. Baby DeOrr was supposed to stay with Bob, but had tried to follow his parents down to the creek. Jessica told DeOrr to go back to Grandpa, and the 2-year-old toddled off back to camp. Bob Walton, who was significantly advanced in age, apparently did not hear Jessica tell him that he was responsible for watching DeOrr, and he did not realize the boy was missing until Jessica and Vernal returned to camp without their son. Walton's friend Isaac Reinwand had also left to go fishing, and only returned after DeOrr Jr. was discovered to be missing. In just 30 minutes, the family's lives had turned upside down. DeOrr J. Kunz Jr. was born on December 30th of 2012 to Jessica Mitchell and her fiancé at the time, Vernal DeOrr Kunz Sr., in Idaho Falls, Idaho. To his family, he was known as Little Man. When he went missing, he was wearing a camouflage jacket, blue pajama pants, and oversized cowboy boots. Multiple massive searches have been conducted through the mountain meadows, dense pine forests, and waterways in the weeks and months since the boy disappeared. Search and rescue crews on foot, horseback, and ATVs scoured the remote campground dozens of times over the years. Searches have been performed from the air using helicopters and drones. Advanced teams and canine dogs were brought in to find any sign of DeOrr, and searchers focused on the Timber Creek and Stone Reservoir near the campsite where he was last seen. 3 private investigators have conducted their own investigations into the case, but no solid evidence on DeOrr's whereabouts have been produced. When children go missing, they are most often found within 4/10 of a mile of where they disappeared from. And for a 2-year-old, walking the great expanse of Idahoan wilderness would not be possible, especially if he was wearing boots, which should have come off of his feet from being oversized. However, none of his clothing, including his boots, were ever found in Timber Creek. What's even more strange is the discrepancies in this case. Inconsistencies in statements became public, and officials said both parents have failed multiple polygraph tests. As a result, both Jessica and Vernal were named suspects in the case in January 2016. Lemhi County Sheriff Lynn Bowerman said, quote, "I believe his parents are hiding something. There is no doubt in my mind. We gave them every opportunity to explain if it was an accident of some kind, and they haven't." Bowerman believed the case, quote, "has to be a homicide," and does not believe the boy is anywhere near the area where he vanished. However, minimal evidence has been found, and neither parent has confessed to the crime. The other person of interest in this case is Walton's friend, Isaac Reinwand, who, by some accounts, had a criminal record including sexual assault. But this has been hotly contested online, and I was not able to find any solid evidence that this assault is on record with the police, despite having been reported by some media outlets. After Jessica and Vernal broke off their engagement shortly after the disappearance of their son, and upon being evicted from their shared apartment, investigators were given access to the premises by the residing landlord, where they discovered the missing camouflage jacket and several toy cars that both parents alleged were with their son at the time of his disappearance. Cadaver dogs also hit on 5 locations, including a site located just 3/4 of a mile from the campground in 2016. There was no other evidence found at the location. Perhaps what is worst of all about this investigation after baby DeOrr's disappearance is the involvement of a private investigator named Philip Klein, who almost immediately began blaming the parents for their child's disappearance, despite never being able to provide evidence to back up his claims. As a result, Jessica and Vernal were raked across the coals in online forums and in comment sections under videos. After losing your child, I cannot imagine the added pain of being blamed for his disappearance if you were truly innocent. I cannot tell you who is at fault for baby DeOrr going missing, and I truly believe in innocent until proven guilty. I hope that Jessica and Vernal are able to move on from this slander of their names, and I hope that one day they will be able to get some answers about their missing little boy. DeOrr Kunz Jr. would be 9 years old this coming December. He has blonde hair and dark eyes. This is an age-progressed photo released by the Center for Missing and Exploited Children back in 2017. If you have any information about this case, please contact them and let them know. Their phone number will be in the description box. What do you think about this case? Where could little DeOrr Jr. be? What could have happened to him? Leave me your thoughts in the comments section below and spread the word about DeOrr Jr. Someone out there might know something that could help us solve this case. I hope you enjoyed this video. To be notified when I post next, subscribe and click the notification bell. I post multiple times a week. Give this video a thumbs up if you want me to cover future true crime and missing 411 stories. And leave a comment down below for the YouTube algorithm. Thanks for watching, and come back soon, Cryptids.